What's up, Honors, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of Prototype, the series where in each episode we check out a different prototype animatronic or theme from Spirit Halloween. And to kick off Season 2 today, we're going to be checking out a very interesting animatronic. This guy is of course known as the Brain-Eaten Zombie. It is an unreleased animatronic for 2011, and this guy is very interesting because we know not too much about him. We only really have a couple photos of him, and we know that he was going to be sold in 2011. But overall, it should be fun to check out this guy today and see what could have been, because honestly, he's probably one of the coolest zombie animatronics I've ever seen. So anyways, let's of course get right into talking about this awesome unreleased animatronic. Alright, so starting off, let's just talk about the basic things about him. Of course, he was known as the Brain-Eaten Zombie. He would have been sold in 2011 if he was released. The price on this guy, we of course do not know, but just looking at other animatronics sold around that time for an animatronic like this, it'd probably be around $200. He would have been around 6 foot tall. He was of course produced by YJ Toys and Crafts, which makes some interesting animatronics, and it would have been a Spirit Halloween exclusive. And really that's all we know about this guy, but yeah, looking at just the detail on this guy, I just want to say how amazing it looks. I love the concept of it. It's not just your zombie prop, which either like lunges towards you or just crawl on the ground. He actually has the human right here that he's holding, which I think is really creepy. Has like lots of blood and gore all over him, looks like. The guy there's missing his arms, he's missing his like whole lower half there. Then yeah, the zombie's just gripping onto him. So overall, that's an awesome concept, and yeah, we haven't really seen too many zombie props with it where it's actually like holding a human or something like that, so kind of unique in that sense. And of course, animation for this guy, we don't really know. We never got a description for this guy, we don't have any demos of it, but looking at him, just speculating about what his animations it could be, he definitely looks like he would have head animation. Especially on the zombie, that looks like his head would turn side to side, and the human here, maybe he would have featured that, but both of them probably could have featured mouth animation. And honestly, it would be cool if the human had some sort of like shaking or thrashing animation. So the zombie's like holding him there and then he thrashes around. I think that'd be cool. I doubt that this guy would have had that, but overall that would have been a nice feature if they did have that on this guy. But yeah, overall it looks like pretty much all the animation there probably was just head. And then you also, for this guy, of course, since we don't have any demos or anything of this guy, we also don't really know what his audio would have been like, but honestly it probably would have just been your typical zombie growling noises, and with the addition of the human here probably would have screamed or made some sort of noise. And then yeah, the last thing really to talk about this guy, just all that detail there. Like I mentioned, it looks very gory. There's blood all over this guy. It's awesome. And another thing is, it would be nice if they also had an animation where a zombie like ate his brains or something. That'd be interesting. But yeah, zombie there too, nice face sculpt on that. The human too, really good detail. And yeah, the rest of the zombie, his clothing's kind of plain. Same with the human, it's nothing crazy. If this was released, maybe they'd upgrade the clothing a bit to make it a bit cooler, but overall it's not too bad of a zombie animatronic. I really like it, and honestly, if this were to finally be released at Spirit Halloween today, it would definitely be an animatronic I would consider again because it's just such a cool concept. So pretty much that right there is the Brain-Eaten Zombie. And now moving on to the final part of talking about this guy, let's just talk about some little fun facts with this guy with a couple things here. Of course, one thing is he was actually in the planning phase for the zombie wasteland I.S.E. Of course, like in here, you can see where they're just kind of getting the rough shape and everything of it, and looks like they have cardboard cutouts of the different animatronics here, which is interesting. I know sometimes when we see photos like this, they actually have the animatronics there, but this, it doesn't look like they actually had them. But yeah, we can see this zombie guy, of course, there in the left. And yeah, it's cool that he was actually in the planning phases. So this guy was somewhat close to being released, which really makes me wonder why this guy was canceled. Because typically animatronics, when they're this far, usually like 95% of them, I'd say, actually make it into stores. So yeah, really wonder why he was canceled. But yeah, it is cool that he was in the planning for this theme. And another thing is that it's been speculated a bit, apparently, that this zombie guy right here may have been YJ's take on the flesh-eaten zombie animatronic that was also released back in 2011. So it is also possible that this guy, maybe he was canceled because they instead decided to sell the flesh-eaten zombie. And honestly, I could see them both being takes on sort of a similar idea because, of course, this guy right here, he's eating the brain of this human, and the other guy's eating sort of like the human arm, but yeah, maybe that's why it's canceled too. It's just way more gory than the other idea, but anyways, I don't know, tell me down below in the comments what you think. Anyways, with all that said, that's gonna finish it for today's video. Hopefully you all did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. And comment down below any other prototype animatronics you'd like to hear about in this season of the series. And also tell me down below what you thought of today's video. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.